So you created this amazing product or service and you've been out there like posting content and you're like, what the heck? It's not resulting in sales. What's going on? We're going to talk about that today. Hi, friend. Welcome to the Shoestring CMO. I am marketing mentor Wendy Lawson, and I help micro business owners quintuple. That's 5 times their marketing impact on 5 hours a week or less. And one of the marketing strategies that we use to do that is content marketing. Content marketing is amazing because it costs nothing, although it does cost your time when you're creating it. But content marketing is really any content that you create, digital content that you create and provide for free 50 free, that's designed to educate and inform your customers and your prospects about your product. But here's the thing, not all content is created equally. Content's only good if it converts, baby. So I want to give you 8 steps to really think about when you're creating and sharing content to make sure that it is resulting in more money, more money. All right, number 1. This kind of goes without saying, I hope, but you have to understand your audience and you really have to know what it is that they're looking for, because otherwise your content will never convert if you don't know what that means, if you don't know what your buyer persona wants and what is looking for. So really it comes down to having a rock solid buyer persona, getting into that person's head and really understanding what it is that they're looking for. You got to know who you serve before you can serve them. And number 2, not only do you have to know who you serve, but you have to understand what the pain is, right? There's a pain point. Your product or service, your offering is a solution to their pain. So you've got to know what that pain is and you've got to call it out. Every single conversion starts with a desire for something. So whether that conversion is signing up for your email, downloading a lead magnet, making a purchase, opting in, a click, whatever it is, whatever the conversion is, it starts because the person taking action wants something. They either want to improve something, they want to receive something, they want to eliminate something, they want something. They have a pain point and you have the solution. But you've got to be clear on what that pain point is, because if you don't know, they ain't going to know. Number 3, this is the mistake that I see honestly most often. And that is new business owners and new people that are new to the marketing space really selecting quantity over quality. Thinking I've got to be in all the places and I've got to post every single day. So it's new content, new content, new content. You don't need new content every single day, right? You want to make sure that you are focused on quality and not quantity, because I want you to understand this. Your content marketing goal truly is to showcase that you are an expert who can be trusted. And the only way you can be trusted is if you're focused on providing quality content. If it's just garbage, you're not an expert and people aren't going to trust you. So always focus on quality over quantity. Number 4, you want to make sure that you are focusing on one aspect of your amazeballs product or service you're offering at a time. Look, I know that you've got, 486 different benefits and features of your product, but when you try to share all of those with one person at one time, what you're basically doing is word vomiting on them. And nobody likes that. That's never a good look, okay? It's just not. So when we're thinking about content that converts, it's really focused on one person, one pain point, and one aspect of the solution. So don't try to jam pack too much in to one piece of content, particularly if it's a smaller piece of content. Tell one story, highlight one feature, just one, not all of them, just one. Number 5, you want to make sure that you are offering something to your prospect that's relevant to where she is. And what I mean by this is there's a customer journey, sort of your sales funnel, right? But your customer journey that every single prospect goes through before they become a customer. So they go through awareness, then they have consideration, then they purchase, and then a post-purchase loyalty loop. Now, if you're trying to do a hard sell to someone and your conversion is a buy now when they're maybe in pre-awareness or awareness, it's never going to convert because they're not ready. That's a better offer, a better piece of content that would live within the consideration phase. If you're working on the consideration phase of your funnel and the customer journey, then you really want to have a low risk, low investment conversion offering, right? This isn't the ultra Mac Daddy premium offering. This is maybe asking someone to sign up for your email list or subscribe to a video. Maybe subscribe to a video, huh? Maybe subscribe to a YouTube channel. I don't know. That would be a good ask in that place in your funnel and the customer journey. Number 6, you want to make sure that you're writing compelling copy that is easy to consume, that it's easy to understand, and it's easy to act on. Now, I know that's a lot. We're talking about a lot of things right there. So let me break that down a little bit. You want to make sure that it's compelling. See, here's the thing. Even though your content is free, your prospect isn't paying money for it, no dollar bills exchanging hands, you're actually asking for something that's more precious than her money. You're asking for her time. So you want to make sure that the content is relevant and compelling to her, or else she's not going to stick around. I hope this goes without saying, but your content should be easy to consume and understand. Look, this is not the time or the place to write a War and Peace level blog post or, a 4-hour video on the importance of X. That's a long time. That's a lot of content, right? Go back to rule number 4 and focus on just one piece at a time. And finally, you want to make sure that it's easy to act on, right? That means a very clear and concise call to action. Now, you'll notice I said call to action, singular, not plural. We're not saying calls to action. We're not asking someone to subscribe to the newsletter and subscribe to this channel and go over here and do this. One action. You want to have one call to action that's in that piece of content. Don't forget about that call to action though, because if you don't tell someone what to do, 100% of the time, they won't do it. Number 7, no wall of words. If we're talking about a blog post, if this is written copy, please do not write 4,000 words. Well, you wouldn't write 4,000 words anyway, because we just covered that in the last one. But you don't want it to be just this one overwhelming piece of content that hurts someone's eyes to look at it, right? You want to make sure that you've got images and white space and that it's not overwhelming someone, because guess what? If they look at it and they feel overwhelmed, they ain't going to consume it. They out of here. And number 8, you want to make sure that you're publishing your content in the right place at the right time. So that means understanding where your prospect, where your buyer persona wants to consume the information, meeting her where she is, making sure that you're posting at the time of day that she's most likely to see it, but also keeping in mind sort of the time of year. So when we think about long form content like blog posts and things of that nature, right, you want to make sure that you're posting seasonally at the right time. Because if you're posting, let's say you wrote a blog post on Thanksgiving, you might want to post that socially, right, on social media, maybe in early October. But you're going to want to post that blog post, you're going to post those Pinterest pins in the summer because you want to make sure that they have time to pick up traffic. So you really want to make sure you're publishing your content in the right place at the right time so that it's most likely to convert. And there you have it, 8 simple tips for marketing content that converts. Hey, I'd be a pretty crappy marketing mentor if I didn't have a call to action on this video. So why don't you go ahead and subscribe? Push the button, click the button right now and subscribe so you don't miss any other videos. Or making a purchase starts, I don't even know if that sentence is right, but we're going to go with it.